Have you ever felt lost in trading, staring at a chart that looks like a puzzle you can't solve? Maybe you've blown an account, felt the sting of loss, or wondered why others seem to win so effortlessly while you keep struggling. I've been there, and today I'm sharing my journey, a story of mistakes, lessons, and the one truth that changed everything. Simplicity is the key to surviving and succeeding in trading. When I started trading, I was like many of you, full of excitement. I watched videos, read articles, and thought the market was a money printing machine. I believed that if I learned enough indicators and analyzed deeply enough, success would follow. So, I dove in. RSI, MACD, Ichimoku, Fibonacci, Bollinger Bands, candlestick patterns, you name it, I added it. My chart became a chaotic mess, like a painting gone wrong. But here's the irony. The more I learned, the more lost I felt. One indicator said buy, another said sell. I doubted myself, overanalyzed, and traded on gut feelings instead of a plan. The result? I blew my account. Sound familiar? I deposited more money, got serious, and studied fundamentals, economic indicators, FOMC, inflation, interest rates. I thought more knowledge would make me better, but my account kept bleeding, my mind was a mess, and I was exhausted. I asked myself, why, after all this learning, am I still losing? That's when it hit me. Trading isn't a knowledge contest. It's a game of psychology, discipline, and simplicity. I was drowning in complexity, like a swimmer thrashing in water, sinking faster with every move. I realized I didn't need more, I needed less. Fewer indicators, fewer trades, less chaos. So, I stripped everything down. I picked one currency pair, one time frame, one strategy. No chasing tops or bottoms, no obsessing over news, no jumping into trades just because others were winning. I used a simple system, EMA 50 for trend, entering on pullbacks with low volume. The result? I stopped blowing accounts. I controlled my emotions. I didn't trade every day, but when I did, I knew exactly why. Slowly, steadily, profits came. This wasn't magic. It was clarity. Complexity feels smart in the short term, but simplicity is the foundation for the long haul. Let's talk about the biggest mistake traders make. The more they lose, the more they complicate things. Think about it. When you lose, do you think, I need more knowledge? So you add indicators, MA20, MA50, MACD, RSI, ATR. Suddenly, your chart is a battlefield of conflicting signals. MA says uptrend, MACD says reversal, RSI is neutral, ATR spikes. Do you trade or wait? You hesitate, miss opportunities, or jump in and lose. Then you add another indicator thinking it'll save you. That's the trap of complexity. Or maybe you chase strategies, breakouts, reversals, Elliott waves, price action. Each loss makes you switch, thinking the last method was wrong. But without sticking to one long enough, you never master it. Your trading becomes guesswork, no different from gambling. And then there's the news obsession. You're glued to FOMC, CPI, interest rates, tweets, headlines. But you're not a macro analyst. All that noise clouds your mind, kills clarity, and leaves you paralyzed. Here's the truth. Professional traders don't do this. They use one clear system, trade when signals align, and ignore the noise. They focus on what they can control. And yes, simplicity works. Some traders profit with just 2 EMAs crossing or price action at support. No stress, no chaos, just results. So, how do you simplify? Here are 3 core principles I learned the hard way. Master one system. Just one. Great chefs create masterpieces with a few ingredients because they know them inside out. You don't need a perfect system, just a simple one you understand. Pick one strategy, like buying breakouts with high volume or trading with EMA 50. Practice it in a demo account until you know every risk and outcome. Focus on one market, If you're learning to drive, you don't switch between cars, trucks, and motorcycles daily. So why trade 10 currency pairs? I did that. EUR, USD, GBP, USD, Bitcoin, and ended up losing. Pick one pair, learn its behavior, its fake breakouts, its best sessions. Let it become second nature. Write your rules and treat them like survival laws. I once helped a friend who was a technical genius but inconsistent. I gave him a paper. Trade only fakie patterns with high volume, risk 1% per trade, cut losses after 2 candles, take profit at 2x risk. He followed it for 2 weeks and profited consistently. Write your rules, print them, and stick them where you trade. Follow them like your account depends on it, because it does. These principles aren't about cutting corners, they're about choosing wisely. They reduce stress, sharpen decisions, and keep you alive in the market. Simplicity is powerful, but it's fragile. 3 silent enemies threaten it. The illusion of more knowledge. In 2021, I doubled my account with a simple EMA 50 system, but I thought, if this works, RSI will make it better. Then came MACD, ATR, Fibonacci. My chart became chaotic, and I lost everything I'd gained. Ask yourself, are you adding tools to improve, or just to feel safe? Social media noise. A friend traded XAU USD with price action, winning 60% of the time. Then he joined a Telegram group pushing Ichimoku and SMC. He doubted his system, added their tools, and lost 30% in 3 weeks. He quit the group, returned to simplicity, and recovered. Are you letting TikTok or Discord shake your confidence? Emotions breaking your rules. In April 2023, I was up 20% with a disciplined plan. Overconfident, I doubled my trade size, lost, and chased more trades to recover. 4 losses later, I was trading on hope, not rules, and wiped out my profits. How often do you break your rules because of excitement or fear? To fight these, limit indicators to what you've tested, leave noisy groups, keep a trade journal, set daily risk limits, and ask daily, is my system still simple? Protect your clarity. It's your lifeline. Trading isn't about being the smartest, it's about surviving. And survival comes from simplicity. I've lost more than you can imagine, blown accounts, cried over crashes, nearly quit. But simplicity saved me. It's not less, it's enough. Enough to understand, to follow, to win with patience. Make simplicity a lifestyle. Trade only clear signals. Stick to one system. Avoid noise. Look back. How often did simplicity bring profits? How often did complexity cost you? The choice is yours. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm no expert, just someone a few steps ahead, sharing what I wish I'd known. If this resonates, like and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's keep simplicity alive, because in trading, the survivor is the winner. See you in the next video.